fade into the gray. It comes at night, like the rising tide. A slow approach, no place to hide. The way it moves with a haunting grace, me possessed with one embrace. Lonely ghost.
All right. Well, there, family. We are ready to continue our O Gods of Appalachia Terror here in the Blue Rose. And we shall see what darkness we run into today. I'm going to get right into our tale. So, go. All right. Our friends went outside the walkers, past the humming wards, the power that brings safety to all those who have been welcomed inside. It is only outside of there that one could really, truly communicate. We're just outside of demarcations and near the little creek out back. Where your ownership and wild collide. Ace, you're able to breathe in. Try to sense the green. The wild weeds and briars. The laurel hells that spring up, trapping and exhausting strangers to these woods. As you, Kelly, and Peridot walk out, I think with Liz and Lynn a little bit behind. What would you like to do?
I guess I'm just walking through the woods, just like, hello?
Ace. So,
What's up?
don't forget, whenever you're talking to the green, just be yourself.
Listen, it's hard to act like yourself with a thing that just like goes into your head every once in a while whenever it wants.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it clearly chose you because of some reason that you have some trait or personality quirk or something. So just lean into it.
Try, but to be honest, I haven't met anything more powerful, like that powerful that I've liked. Kind of find it rare that, or like, the odds low that it'll start now.
Well, maybe it's the exception that provides the rule.
I mean, yeah, it's been kind of nice, I guess.
Peridot,
Yeah?
what's your take on all this?
Well, the way I see it, if you're going to be talking to any kind of like deity or semi deity of sort, being respectful is always a good start.
Yeah. Or because Ace, I mean, you don't strike me as like the most tactfully polite person. So maybe just don't be tactfully polite.
I never really learned those skills anyways.
Just think about what makes you you, Ace. So if you had to describe yourself using like less than 45 words, what would you say?
Psychotic thief.
Perfect. So just go with that.
I just need to look around and just go, hello?
Alright, you call out. As you walk, the birds get a bit quieter. But there's a slight floral smell that seems to be guiding you a bit. As you follow, it's a good 3 hours of hiking up rock and tree. Gets colder too, going up these Appalachian hills. And there, almost nestled in a smaller valley, the tiniest, it's enough to get below. Not really much you could do but build a single house on. See thick trees, briars, and leaves pushing up almost like solid walls. And there, the thinnest of paths, about a foot wide.
That looks
Seems-
magical. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Just lead in.
That looks really promising. I hope you guys can come with. I don't know how this thing works.
Well, maybe just try to picture whatever you want to happen, and maybe it'll happen. Maybe you're like Drew Barrymore, Firestarter.
Okay. As Ace is walking through it, he is thinking of a sandwich shop. He has wanted a sandwich since we've gotten sent back here.
Walk around the path. Thorns and briars ripping at your clothes, pushing through. Can't help but push. The leaves, branches, hitting across your chest and your shoulders, and finding its way up underneath your clothes somehow, as if searching, learning over every inch. As you push. Then in the center, it's warmer here. Streams of light seem to come from all over, or maybe being reflected through the leaves somehow. But you certainly can't see the sky. It's green. You see both hornet and butterfly flying around. Each not paying you any mind, but so many of them. You even see it looks like corpses nearby. Plants long come through the skeleton, and bones and eyes. On the ground, it's soft, fertile even. Wildflowers all around.
this is definitely it. Are the others with me, or did only I go through?
Sounds. Got it. The others, y'all go in.
I will. I definitely will. I'm gonna disappear for a few minutes, guys, but I am still here.
Peridot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be with them.
I'm
Okay.
folding laundry while we're right here.
Gotcha. And they don't lie. You've been able to catch up. You just tell me where you want to be.
I feel like Lynn would probably wait outside. I don't know. No, she'll go in. She'll be with Ace.
Okay. What's Lies doing?
Lies is staying outside.
Okay.
Okay, I lied. Well, I'm gonna stay with Lies.
You're like, I'm not leaving someone by themselves. Perfect. All right. Ace, what do you want to do?
I guess I'm gonna walk up to the butterflies. Hi, sorry I'm back. I don't really know how this works. I feel like I owe you something.
Just no response just yet.
Okay. I do. I mean, I'd like to know. That's a lot of questions, and I don't like building up a debt. But we have a few questions. First off, one of our teammates, Nathan, is kind of missing a piece of herself. Was taken by the railroad man, and he's kind of asking for interdimension, travel between multiple universes for it. It feels a little unweighted. We're wondering if you could help us negotiate a better deal. We went to Jack, but he wasn't he was forthcoming, but not as ideal as we'd hoped.
A cooler wind blows through. Just kind of negotiating with he is not something that it will or can do.
Alright, well that's a no on that part. Do you know about the organizer? And like if he's here and where he is if he is?
See the brambles crack and move. And slight image of a buck. Large. Knees bent too many places. With large horns made of orangish wood. Kind of form.
How big is it?
Right now, it's just enough for you to see it. Like a few feet. As you kind of want to know its full size, it expands to be about 10 feet at the shoulder.
That's kind of cool. I'm gonna look at her parrot and be like, do you understand this? I don't know if it's answering my question or giving me a deal. Are they attacking us?
And it's just standing there?
Yeah, it's just showing you the shape of one.
I think it's trying to tell us that maybe it knows of the organizer, that it's a physical representation. Maybe that the organizer is large and powerful.
Do you have any relation with the organizer, or is it an enemy, an ally, neither? Does it just exist? He just exists. They.
I guess it. You're trying to kind of ask more. Right? It shows the hornets come. And they dig deep in the ground, they burrow and spring out of the earth and weave around and kind of make the form larger.
I feel like I'm making it mad. Okay. Should I try another question, or should we just leave?
I think it's not going to speak to us in like direct answers, that they're metaphorical.
Whether it's mad at us or it doesn't like him, because I feel like wasps aren't a good thing.
Wasps, no. Bees, on the other hand.
Could you help everyone, like our group, get home, or back to the area we were at initially before this? They were at initially before this?
The shape of the thing becomes undone. And then there's a sigh and a large bristle of wind and brush, and you could see suddenly, staring at the trees, it's almost like they form the figure of an 8-foot man. And then there he is. Brown suit. Brown suit coat, a large brown hat that looks a little floppy, pants of almost looks like moss fabric that covers some nicely polished shoes. Their skin dark. Well, aren't you full of questions, brother?
Come on, you gotta be here too. Like, I knew you were here, but like right here, I meant.
My name's Bartholomew.
Oh, never mind, not who I thought you were. My bad.
I speak for the green in which you keep asking your questions. I've come to assist you in ways, well, that I can for now. So how can I help you? You want to know if we can build the door that brought you to this place once more?
Well, yeah. We might not need it now, but eventually.
We do not know the ways of roses. Not the type that come from outside this world like all of you. No, indeed. However, we do have roots that can go down if you want. Go down deep. Deep they can find another place. A tree of worlds. Enlisting the help of our cousins. But where that may be, it would not be here, nor would I doubt it would be your home.
Yeah, that's not that helpful then. Thanks though. Appreciate you coming out to talk to me. I'm not good with cryptic. Kind of dropped out of school in the 3rd grade.
No, indeed. And you are talking with powers dark and mysterious and trickster. Indeed.
I mean, and I already asked, but since you can actually answer, are you allies or are you enemies with the organizer?
Those that he gets his power from. The green imprisons. And I guard the mines to make sure more like him do not come out.
I see. So, could you help us deal with him? You know, maybe some protection?
You've been given much already.
That's very true. But I meant more in like an actual battle. If it came down to it.
There are rules that prevent such things. If you have angered him and done him harm, then as far as a battle, then we cannot interfere, for you have struck one already.
Fair. Alright, is there a way to actually kill him, or is he just always gonna come back? Because I'd like to either get over him dying or, you know, find a way to kill him.
Well, it may be maybe enough. It's possible to hurt one such as he, indeed, but it is certainly difficult. Even tearing him and hurting him, a bit of him could survive. And though it might take hundreds of years, if not more, these old ones have a way of patching themselves back together. Eventually.
Got it, so no. Be happy with temporary peace. I can live with that. By the way, is it cool that I brought my friends? I don't know the rules.
Only one that we'd have pause at has sought to keep herself out of here. She knows her place, as do we.
The Nailing, it's a good idea you stayed outside.
Did you hear something? I don't.
um, is it a problem that like I'm allied with them, or
No. Stranger alliances exist. Even the one you talk about, the railroad man, he makes his peace and keeps his deals. Acts through others. To keep his hands clean.
Fair enough. Is there any? I mean, I feel like banging my head against a brick wall here, and I get that you said no. I respect that. I really don't want to make you mad. I don't know how this works. But can you give me any advice with getting the piece of my friend back?
Things are lost, they're hard to fully get. I have to convince them to give it back to you. Sorry, I don't really know.
Okay. Last thing. Sorry. How do you know the railroad man and the organizer's relationship?
Oh, much the same. They are partners when need be. The organizer, he's part of the inner dark. So known here as Old Hornet Head. Or the thing's name that sounds like Hornet Head, but it's not. And the organizer, well, the railroad man, he's been here from the beginning. Deals and allies, holy families, protected bloodlines. Each has had their dealings with.
Alright. That was all my questions. Do I owe you anything? Like, this really feels very one-sided.
Blessed child of the green. I came to answer your questions. There are ways off of this place and this world to work your door once more. It will take much. No, you do not owe me anything.
Just feel bad you made out your... You know what? I got something for you. And Ace is gonna pull out a coin and show him the like coin behind the ear trick and how to do it. He'd be like, knowledge for knowledge.
Well,
That seems fair.
well, that certainly makes me happy, thank you.
And you can keep the coin. Mainly because I probably stole it anyways.
He nods. Go with favor and walk. Remember, the green is fallen rocks and creeks overflowing their banks trying to get back home, and waterlogging and rotting everything in their path to get there. There's both bear and elemental life and things, purity, light, rain, wind, and earth. In any case, you can make your way.
And we'll head out. Unless anyone hasn't. I feel like unless anyone retroactively like wanted to say anything, so I feel like Kelly or Jackie didn't get a chance.
Oh no, I think you probably covered everything. And also, I don't want to repeat anything. I think I got the general gist of what was going on.
Yeah.
Cool. No, wanted to make sure.
As we're walking away, though, Peridot's gonna be like, he had a real poetic way of speaking.
Yeah,
do you
no,
mean?
he was.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
You mean he was like rhyming?
Not quite. You don't always have to rhyme when it comes to poetry.
You don't?
No. But I think the easiest to read poems rhyme.
Well, it sounded like they're against the organizer, at least old Hornhead.
Honestly, I'm just happy that it happened a second time and there were other people there to see it, because I wasn't sure if it was real the first time.
So does that mean they're an ally? Do you think we can rely on them for anything, or is this a dead end?
I mean, kind of. They won't get in our way, but I don't think they're gonna help out with much. I mean, other than what they have helped with.
Okay. Well, it was worth a shot. At least we know we don't have another enemy.
That is true. It is nice to not have one of the big players hate us. Not hate us.
So
It's
should
a
we
weird
go back?
feeling.
Well, I know what Lynn and Lies, are they still at the Walker house?
They're right outside of this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. You'd walk away.
I wait. Oh, hey guys.
So, how did it go?
They're not with the organizer. They don't like him. They can't really help us. Except they could bring us somewhere else, but it wouldn't be here and it wouldn't be back where we were from. I kind of got the illusion that it's kind of like death.
Oh. You know, something I was thinking about during all of that conversating was, even though this is a different world, right, from where we come from. I can't believe I just said that. I apologize to anybody who didn't even get that reference. Even though this is different, y'all, what if like the future of this world isn't much different from the future of the other world.
I don't understand what you're getting at.
Then you either saved your mom's life for another Kelly, or you wrote a really confusing letter that a teenage you is gonna get.
That's true, and there's nothing I can do to stop that. But I was just thinking that, what if it actually works here?
Given that you're kind of like a multidimensional being now, I feel like it won't have the same. I feel like if there is another Kelly, it won't have the same results.
I don't think there's another Kelly.
I
Wait,
can't
what?
believe we're
They're like-
talking about you and your mom still. I mean, Ace just came out from talking to the Green, which is like a deity so powerful on this world. The organizer is here. I mean, there's so much going on, and you're still thinking about your mom?
Whatever, Len. Just do whatever y'all need to talk about. Talk about.
Okay, well, I mean, while you guys were in there, I also was thinking, and you know how the people in this place, they talk about the Green, and they also talk about the dark? If the Green is someone we can talk to, does that mean we can speak to the dark?
Speak to the dark? And you're accusing me of, you know what?
I think we kind of already did. If, from what he said, is true, that the organizer is part of that.
Right. Kind of a big part of it.
Part of like how the trees are part of the Green, or part of like he's kind of just an entity born from the dark?
Well, if he is, and the dark is just the yellow roses. That's what they're containing. That's what they showed me the first time, not the second time. They also didn't show it to me. They kind of like forced it into my brain. I don't really know.
He called it, well, he said that the organizer was a part of the dark, what again? What was the name of it?
The inner dark.
Inner dark.
Sorry, there are bonkers fireworks going off where I am.
So things here don't necessarily work in black or white, but there is the sense that there are things in this world that are natural, elemental, pure almost of pure I mean in the sense of like like primordial in that sense. That's the Green, right? And then you have the dark, where everything is, well, dark. And then there are those that kind of sit in the middle.
So who is the light?
I mean, I feel like they're just names that they kind of gave themselves. Like, you know, the Green, while still being a good entity, still isn't just like all about spreading life and love and cheer. Like, and not to talk bad about the thing that just gave me, you know, a lot of help, but, you know, there were corpses in there. I'm not talking bad on them. I've gone, I've done things I'm not proud of, but like, it's not a benevolent entity.
That's what I mean by like it being pure in the sense of like primordial, because like a volcano is pretty destructive, but afterwards doesn't it like provide nutrients for the soil for afterwards so people can grow things in the wake of the destruction?
Well, I feel like one thing we've already established is that pretty much everything in this world is for itself. And these are just forces that are consistently at war with one another, and they have their own, motivations for doing whatever they choose to do. And at this point, we're just moving these pieces around some weird giant game board and just trying to make it out of this situation in the best possible way we can. All we know for sure is that this is not our turf. And I think we all agree on that. This is not a place where we are even matched against the things that we are faced off against. And any one of these things can come after us at the faintest hint of being threatened, whether it's Jack, Railroad Man, Green, Inner Dark, whatever. I definitely am under the impression that because of the situation we're in, obviously the organizer is wanting something from us, maybe, as Jack said, already has taken it from us. And maybe the best course of action at this stage is, yes, we make a terrible deal with Jack.
I hate to be still just throwing big names around and stuff, but actually, Kelly, what you said before did remind me that there was one time that we had to beseech somebody called the Beloved Light here. And I remember in our chant, they weren't of the green, nor were they of the inner dark. I mean, there is a light here.
Was this when we were leaving the orphanage?
Great question. Robin the player doesn't really remember. But it's in handouts.
It had to be in our cave. Yeah.
What were you asking?
You gave us something to recite once where we had to ask the Beloved Light for a path.
Yeah.
It might have been when we were ushering the kids out of the orphanage. I don't remember what it was for though.
Yeah, that's when you went up there. They brought you up. Because Melvin Bovins drove you up there. And it was to get a pathway, I believe. Or was that something else? It was to ask more about helping
Oh yeah,
Maybell.
Yep, I'm looking at it now. They mentioned the inner dark and everything. Yep, there it is. Guide us, O light, through the forest depths. Okay, so yeah, there is a light. The tendrils of light that touch the sacred grove. Or maybe it's referring to a fire? Like fire, like the elemental. Like you all know what fire is, right?
Yeah.
Yep, there it is. Not of the green, nor the inner dark. You are the unknowable, a dangerous force with power to find and bury. Beloved light, our hearts are yours. It's been there the whole time, right in front of our face. Okay, so maybe we're asking all the wrong questions, right? Maybe if there's anything that we stand a chance of a true alliance with here, it's the light. It seemed to help us once before. Maybe we seek it. The Walkers might know something.
Yeah, I mean, I think the most foolish stone is the one left unturned. Why don't we try?
All right. So, well, if you want to go back that route, remember the big thing with the beloved light is you simply ask, and if it does the thing, it does the thing and takes whatever price it wants.
So then we could all ask to go back to our home, but we don't know what it's going to take. We all might lose something.
Yeah, but we've already lost something.
Well, I mean, do we want to sacrifice something more? It could literally take anything at once.
I say yes.
What about the rest of everybody?
I'm also a little bit torn over the fact that like we won't know what it will take from us. With Jack, we know what he wants. He named what he wanted.
I am going to throw the third option that Ace mentioned, even though he thought it was death. If the green mentioned something about a world tree, and it couldn't take us home but could take us to another world, maybe on that world we could learn more about the organizer, about the dark. Maybe it could help us. Bring us somewhere with information. Since it knows about these things, it might at least be able to guide us in a way.
Yeah, I guess actually maybe. I mean, that's sort of the only option we have that isn't a deal, right?
It seems like it. And, I mean, it's unknown, so we don't know what we'd be walking into. We don't even know if it would help, but the risk without giving, at least.
I'm not saying we shouldn't do it, but like, two big risks are if we can get back, and if they'll let you through, Lies.
Why wouldn't they let Lice through?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Okay, listen, I don't think we need to get into this. They weren't happy about it. You kind of stayed out because I feel like you knew that they weren't happy about it.
No, I just wanted to keep Nail company.
You don't need to
I
make me the
wanted to
bad
keep
guy here.
Well, I guess if that's really out of the option, then I guess Jack or we go with sacrificing something we don't know.
Jack's already screwed us over once. Maybe it's the devil we don't know this time.
are things that I know I don't want to lose. Like, if we have to give up the rose in whatever this deal is. I mean, the fact that there are things I know that I wouldn't want taken makes me hesitant to make a deal with a price I don't know.
What are you so worried about?
Well, that would unravel this whole thing, right? I mean, if there was no rose, or if we no longer cared about the rose, we'd have no reason to want the organizer gone. I mean, it would stall everything.
I would. I'm sure Ace would.
Are you kidding me? Even if I don't remember, like, don't join you guys after this is still a hell of a story to tell. Plus, I already don't care. The reason I don't want them to have it is because if they have it, eventually it'll probably end up affecting my life, no matter where I end up.
Yeah, it's pretty clear it's gonna chase me no matter where. Might as well chase it back.
Exactly.
But, Lynn, if you don't want to, that's perfectly okay.
All right, well, it's not that I don't want to. I'm just saying, we're fielding ideas here, and that's my thought.
Well,
I'm
I was
reluctant
fielding
to do it.
ideas earlier, and you totally shut me down.
Okay, you two.
Look,
We have to remember that sometimes Neelan will have outbursts of things that she doesn't mean.
No, she meant it.
This one, yeah, I feel like I meant.
Oh.
You guys really don't make the situation better with each other at all. You know,
I try, but then Lynn wants to just jump at me, even though I just found out, like, literally, an hour ago, that my plan to save my mother apparently is now useless, and she's mad because I'm having difficulty with that. So, Lynn, if you have something you're having difficulty with right now, just share it with the class.
I don't think I have anything I'm having difficulty with. I mean, I even praised your idea about the light thing. You ended up being right. There was a light here, and I called that out. So don't attack me. I'm not the one giving attitude.
Still, it was kind of... Anyway. Okay, here's our options, right? We've got Jack, obviously, and we've got this world tree situation. And if we're going to do the world tree, then we need to go together.
Yeah, but Ace says I can't go, so I don't know
Well,
if that's an option now.
no, I
I'm
said
not
I'm not
going without you.
sure.
Well, I mean, aren't we still technically like right outside its doorstep? Can you go back and ask?
Gone.
You figured the offer, they were going to help the whole party.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
There went that hour and a half of RP.
The bird just flew by and whispered it.
All right. What did we say?
So I say we take a vote.
I like that plan. I'll start us off. I vote for the world tree.
I follow Kelly's vote. With the world tree.
Me too. And Peridot kind of like puts her hand on your hands. I feel like we're doing a put our hands out scenario.
I can't believe I also vote the world tree. I do, but I'm not putting my hand in.
I'm also not putting my hand in. But yeah, let's go.
Kelly will put her hand in. It wasn't the only one.
feel like Proto yanked my hand in when she put hers in, so it's there. Go Blue Rose! That's what they did in, like, your schools, right, Kelly?
Yeah, actually, they did.
I read about them in books, but I never actually got to participate in one of those. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
nor did
yeah.
I.
We do it
Wait, what are
together.
you, mates?
I dropped out of school in 3rd grade.
Oh,
Dropped out's not the right word. I just stopped going.
I cannot believe we've been grappling with Jack for like a month of real life time, and in an hour we've decided to completely do something
What's it?
else.
Welcome to our Monday night.
We go together through dangers untold and hardships unnumbered.
to be fair, the organizer did sway my vote. So.
All right, Ace. I mean, this is on you now. Again.
Oh, yeah, I guess just walk back. I guess I'm just gonna walk back through.
We'll follow you this time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going this route. All right. Very good. All right. So having made your decision, as you go back down the path, it twists and bids you all a little far off from this place into what just looks like, at first, a tree. The tree looks hollow. And as you look in, it seems like it has no bottom.
I'm not gonna stop us, but I stand by the fact that I think this is death.
And the one who you knew as Bamayu appears once more, their large, dark form being formed from the trees and the bush and the briar, till it solidifies into what looks like skin. Oh, I will take you down. Just go ahead and jump on in. Best hold hands as you do, else you end up in different places.
Oh,
Okay, maybe not death.
okay. So we all have to hold hands.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Kelly positions herself so she doesn't have to hold Lynn's hand.
I hold Kelly and Lynn's hand. I'll be in the middle. Right.
Then I'll hold Lynn and Ace's hand.
Jesus. Yep, let's go.
All right. And with that, you jump in. Into the thick of it.
Oh no. In the middle of the battle.
You were prepared for this, right, Matt? You have stuff for
Picture him
this.
taking stacks of books and just tossing them off his desk.
Takes all the plants, throws them over his shoulder, rips the paper in half.
Jack's backstory with a tear in his eye as he
2 months later, we end up just going back and taking Jack's deal.
Here we go. You fall and fall. Streams of green holding on to each other. Sudden rush as you seem like you fall to another root, and then another and another, as if you're in a tree whose roots infinitely connect. You can almost see branches of a tree that connects all things, all worlds, all planes. Oh, and then light brighter than you think you've seen splashes or hit your face. Salt water hits your face as you find yourself floating in a vast ocean.
You're welcome, Kelly. We finally made it.
the ocean.
Is this ethereal expanse?
Oh no.
Is the water water?
I know this music.
Is the water's not water? Is
It is salt water.
Oh, it is water. Okay.
How big is this puddle?
How big is the ocean?
Do we see any ships or island or land on the horizon?
You do. You see what appears to be land not about an hour away of a swim.
We gotta get there. Let's go. I'm going.
Full disclosure, I genuinely don't think Ace would know how to swim.
Ace, hold on to my leg. I'm buoyant.
That would help.
As I dog paddle my way. This can't be good for my wood.
All right. And you begin swimming and swimming. All right. As you pull yourself up, as you can see, there's healthy docks. Some people see you far off and take some boats to get you in, and taking a peek at your very strange clothing. You see an elven woman looking at you. Silver eyes, ears somewhat long. She goes, huh. Well, what'd you all do? Fall out of the sky?
Where are we?
Well, let's get right to it. This is the island of Cybar.
Cybar.
Neil, where is that?
I don't know. Do I know? Do I know?
You're the smart one.
Cybar. This
incorrect.
is the city of Cybar. So this is Cybarit.
Cyber. Are we back in that world where the ships fly?
What's your world called?
Oh, this? Kryn.
Kryn?
Oh.
Where the heck?
What's Kryn?
Yeah, I'm as lost as you.
Well, at least we're out of nowhere.
And there are elves here. And
Chris?
Kryn like shakes out her hair.
Do you know where a place of business that could offer room and board is?
You mean an inn?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, of course. Well, welcome. Cyber, the capital of Cyberit. Sorry.
We fell off our ship.
What ship? I didn't see a ship.
I know. We've been
I mean-
lost at sea for a bit here.
I see. Well, of course. Kind of nods and quickly takes you in, and as she says, you can see in this island city, you can see all types. There's various you can see various humanoids. You do see tieflings and dwarves all around, and even a type of people walk around looking like panthers.
This is so cool. Is this you guys like every day?
No, maybe.
I mean, as a guy who hasn't seen much more than a human, this is a lot.
Yeah, Ace, you weren't at the academy.
No, but this is sweet.
Is there by looking around, is there like a sense of technological advancement?
I mean, getting stuff, it's mostly wooden wagons and sails for the boats. All seems, I would say, like in the medieval sense.
Are there any overt displays of magic?
You do see a few. Paying very, very close attention. You can see. I would say this right now. You don't see any magic being used, actually.
Gotcha.
Lives going to try to do the magic. Now that we're on a different world, she wants to see if what she can access.
Okay, what's she gonna try to do?
Let's see. I don't want to try to blast anything, so she is going to, she's going to try to do her hocus pocus, and she is going to create a whispers around the group.
Okay.
This comes from the GM patron.
Okay. And this is just around your group?
Yes, just kind of around us.
Everyone just hears whispers?
Yep.
Okay. So, indeed. Gosh. Whispers occur.
Oh god, they're back.
Who said that?
Oh! Guys, I think magic works here again.
What?
My magic worked fine.
Peridot is immediately 0 to 100 at your side. Grabbing the front of your dress. What?
Yeah. Try something.
She'll dig in her little pouch, and she'll pull out the little flask that she had that carried all of the oil in it, but it's empty now, and she's just been carrying it. And she holds it in her hands, and she kind of whispers a few words in Sylvan, and kind of like blows across the top, and it makes a lot whoo sound, and then as she kind of sloshes it around, little droplets kind of fly out, and she uses legendary libation.
Indeed. And it does. That's Warlock, right?
It actually is under cleric spells.
Cleric spouse.
So
Interesting. So there's an odd feeling as you go to use that specifically. But as if almost like you hit a wall for a second and then it works.
oh, that felt weird.
Yeah, your face got all scrunched up when you were trying to do that for a second.
Yeah, it felt like kind of like I was like so normally magic feels pretty like this bountiful thing that kind of just like explodes out almost like it's growing out of me. But this time it was kind of like I was squeezing through a pipe. And it was not comfortable. But there's Ace,
Yes.
drink it. Tell me, does it taste like apple juice?
I mean, after you just described it, I really don't want to drink that, but you know what? Whatever. He'll drink it.
The intent was for it to be apple juice. Does it taste like apple juice?
Do I decide?
Did it work the way it was supposed to?
Yeah, it worked the way it's supposed to.
Then it should taste like apple juice.
Then yes, it tastes like apple juice.
It worked!
Maybe we should keep our voices down until we know what this world is like. And I'm gonna scan around, especially our chaperone. Does it look like anybody's looking at us strangely?
She kind of gives you a somewhat sideways glance. She's what is it you were doing there?
Which one of us?
Just, I mean, did you have just some apple juice you had stored somewhere?
Yes, Peridot keeps apple juice on you, don't you, Peridot?
I like to make sure my friends stay hydrated.
We came from an
We're
apple
rationing it.
orchard.
We're rationing
Oh.
it because, you know, seawater. Now we don't have to.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
So, what's it like around here?
Oh, excuse me. Around here. I don't know what you mean. We're a fishing village. We have a very prosperous grove. We're known for our olives and our grapes. Far enough from most things to stay out of all the other affairs of Kryn. It's a nice place. So you see a large, what looks like ivory temple. And she goes, "This is our patron god, Habakkuk." Known as the Fisher King, the Sky Lord. Keeps everything in order.
Huh.
Does the name of that deity strike anything in my brain?
Interesting. Give me a history check.
In 18.
18. I think. I mean, it sounds divine-ish. There's nothing that quite hits your brain, I think.
Nayland notices that Kelly's been kind of quiet, and usually she's chatty. So, Nayland's gonna lean over to Kelly. Are you okay? Or whatever?
I don't want to... Well, I'll tell you what I'm thinking about, but I'm pretty sure you would get ticked off again. Right now I'm trying to figure out this world tree stuff. Because it opens up to so many different portals, possibly so many different places. I'm just thinking, one thing we've never really done is looked at the potential of what a blue rose can do. What if there was a way we could use the natural knowledge of these flowers with the roots of something like this? We would have the ability to open and close doors at will and stop things from coming through them and allow us to freely go to places, to maybe even see the outcomes of things. I mean, we work so hard to fix all these problems, and we never really see the outcome. What if we're doing nothing?
Okay, that's a lot of stuff all at once. I mean, sure, we could use it to travel, but I mean, the world tree, from what I understand, right? Isn't that, something ancient and something primal, something well beyond us? I don't think we should try to control it,
Well,
right?
Not control it, but like Ace has a certain connection to it now. We've never had anyone who had a connection to something like the green. And if he still has the connection here, I mean, imagine what he could do if we used... We don't even have a blue rose. We've always been dealing with the yellow. And the yellow is chaotic. And it's unpredictable. But the blue, isn't that about order? I mean, you said it yourself. I mean, that's like the natural order, right? It's the... I mean, we're here for a purpose. Why not use the means, or at least investigate them?
I would say in your schooling, the blue rose is always associated with hope.
I feel like Kelly in our schooling, the blue rose was always associated with hope.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though, right? We would be helping. I mean, it's just a crazy idea, but I just got to thinking about it because we keep going places, and when we leave, we shut a door, and whatever happens in that world now happens, and it's okay with me if we never find out. But I'd like to use that type of knowledge to make other things better.
I guess that doesn't sound that crazy. Ugh. She gags, agreeing with Kelly.
Exactly. So let's do that. Let's find a blue rose and see what we can learn from it.
When you say find a blue rose, do you mean a flower?
Well, yeah. I mean, we've encountered the yellow ones everywhere.
Interesting. I've always thought that we were the roses.
Me too. Until recently. Because I got to thinking about all these issues that keep coming up in our group, like how we keep. It's like we just have the same arguments all the time. And I feel like there's this. Like, we're just people. At the end of the day, we're just people. We're just the means. We're not meant to steer the outcome as much as just to help. And I was just thinking, why not use the knowledge that we're gaining to help other places too? Like, if there's another Tennessee, that means that there's probably multiple Tennessees. And what we learn from one Tennessee, we can apply to another. And what we learn from this world, we can apply to another. And what we learn from Eberron with its flying skyships, we could apply elsewhere. And that's how we can rebuild the Blue Rose. Maybe we don't have to just build in the way we have been. Maybe we can do it more meaningfully.
I do think that the way the Blue Rose was before maybe wasn't as perfect as, I thought in the beginning. Yeah, I guess we have a lot to think about.
Anyway, when we do get this hotel business figured out, I'm going to be bringing some ale. Maybe everybody can have a drink.
Right. Okay.
Oh, and for the record, Nathan.
Yeah.
It's not just me. Maybe we can help you and Ace and Lies and Peridot too.
I came over here because I thought maybe you were upset about not being on Earth anymore. Clearly I was wrong. And I'm sorry for making a poor assumption about you or whatever.
You weren't wrong. But that's for another day.
Unrelated to your conversation, you just hear Ace cheer, "Fuck Earth," in like the distance.
Amazing. And soon you come to an inn made out of nice polished wood, and her guide here brings you in, and she goes, "Right, well, it's pleased to meet you all." She goes, "Anyway, this is I took up some stuff for my boss. We always want to try to help outsiders the best we can. So we have tonight's lodgings on you."
Great. How much?
Oh, so we're taking care of it tonight.
Oh,
So typically it's about $1 a night per person.
okay. That's good to know. Why are you covering our expenses tonight?
Because we found you.
Oh,
It's best old island tradition when the rescues. I didn't have any myself, but I was able to get some, and this is probably the best you'll find. And kind of puts up the gold on the table as innkeeper. This is Sella, as this large woman goes, welcome. Oof, they are wet, filthy, dirty. And
At least we're not
weird
naked.
looking. Yes, we fish them out of the sea. Oh,
This is how I normally look.
are you sure they're not the sea folk then? I'm quite sure. I
what?
don't think they'd be so blunt. But I do think. Anyway, I've paid this right. Tonight, your food and drink are on me. Says Sala. She goes, I do welcome you here and hope that you find our place good. Of course, you need to find more future permanent after this, but I hope anything I can do to help you.
well, I'm sure everybody has things they want to ask. I also do. A place like this, do you run it by yourself?
I have my son, but him and I take care of everything.
Are you hiring waitresses?
Afraid I don't have enough business to warrant such a thing.
But if
Gotcha.
we got business for you, could we secure an extra night?
Well, we only get the odd ship in here, and people who need a place to be that's not home occasionally, especially with someone else who has a place to be that's not home. But I don't know how much business we could stand. We only have so many rooms.
Well, we do appreciate it a lot, and we will definitely make sure we have gold. If
If you can't find anything else, I guess we can talk, but I don't know. I might be able to help you another night, maybe. I don't know what skills you have. We can see what we can. I could recommend any place for you.
great, that would be great. Well, maybe we can talk about it tomorrow.
What time of day is it?
It's early morning.
Oh, I thought it was late night.
I said the bright light of the sun.
I realize that now.
The first thing when you came into the world.
I was horrified by the ocean. Okay.
Yeah, I got you out of there as quick as I could.
Oh wow, it is early. Maybe we could check out the town, huh? What are you all thinking?
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Lice?
Elias is still just like kind of entranced with her hands and the fact that she has magic back. We should probably also try to find out what brought us here.
Right. Any ideas, Ace?
I mean, the giant tree we jumped down would be my guess.
What?
I think we should talk about this in our room.
Good idea. Thank you for the room.
All right. So now, of course, Naylan, I'll say Naylan, you are able to recall a few things as you've sort of got in here. You do know that Corinne was home to one of the founding members of the Blue Rose.
Ooh,
Oh.
that does sound like something I would know.
That is Raslin.
Whoa. Okay. I quickly scurry to the room.
What did you find out?
I had a memory. I shut the door. Wait a minute. This is Kryn.
That's what they said, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kryn,
Yep.
though. Kryn.
Yeah, we got it.
Raslin's
Right.
Kryn.
Raslin?
Raspberry?
Raslin. Well, Ace, you wouldn't know. I'm not mad at you. Raslin, the one who gave us our commencement ceremony.
Oh, that guy.
This is where he's from.
Maybe he's here. Wait, did he die with the school?
I think
Did
so.
he
Wasn't
come
he in the
back here?
office?
No, he didn't die with the school.
Maybe a version of him is here.
Yeah. Oh gosh, now that there are versions, maybe the version that came to us wasn't the original version? Maybe he did die with the school?
Oh. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Does that mean there's versions of us here too?
Hey, I'm one of a kind. Speak for yourself.
Well, I'm one of a kind too.
I didn't interrupt you, right, Matt? That's what Naylan remembers, or was there more?
That's what she remembers.
Okay, great. And what we were saying downstairs, I mean, the green just we just hopped down the world tree, right? This isn't really Blue Rose door hopping. Is there something that brought us here? Or will we just kind of spit out randomly?
We hopped down it, but we are the Blue Rose.
And the green were the ones who opened up this tree for us, right? So maybe Ace helped steer us here.
Yeah, but I have no idea where here is.
What were you thinking about
anywhere else.
before? Like, were you thinking about a port town?
No, I was still just kind of thinking about how great it would be to have a sandwich before I died. I was still pretty sure we were going to die.
I'm pretty sure they are serving sandwiches downstairs. Actually,
They will be getting one of those. Wait, I have no money.
I do. Thankfully, the first night's for free. But we do have my backup bank.
And I guess it's a pretty wacky coincidence, if it is a coincidence, that we came to Kryn. I mean, maybe Raslin is the reason we're here.
If so, he would know more. We just gotta find out where he's at. He's probably at the library. He was always kind of nerdy.
Are we thinking about the same person?
I don't know, are we?
But my question is Neil, is he from this place in Kryn? Or somewhere else in Kryn?
I don't know. And now time is an issue too. I mean, is he from this time in Kryn?
All the more reason we gotta find a Blue Rose, y'all.
Or we could go ask the bartender if they know or ever heard of a Raslin.
Well, that's what I was hoping. Like, I was hoping we could get like some jobs here and like get some rumors on the town. But it doesn't sound like they're hiring. But who knows?
The original Blue Rose doors were in taverns.
That is right. Wait a minute, we're in a tavern. Wait a minute. You think that they work for the Blue Rose?
She said she had a son. I mean,
But
yeah.
didn't you guys change that though?
Change.
Well, that was then.
and
Are
this
we
is
in
now.
1920s, Kryn?
1920.
You know what I mean.
I don't even think we were in 1920s anything. Even when we were in Tennessee, that was a whole like weird world they created.
Not in 20.
I will say, like, above table, I know that when we went through the whole, like, building the doors, we changed how the doors operate in the sense that, like, they're tied to more, like, schools versus taverns when we built the door and, like, set in, like, the enchantments of, like, what it's connected to.
Mhm.
But then it's also, like, with the wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff, like, does that affect here or not? So
Right.
Peridot does not know this. I remember this. So that's what I'm trying to, like, needle in here with Peridot's limited knowledge.
I say we ask around town, since it's still early, about this wrestling person. See if we
Yeah.
can find any information on him. Maybe they have a library here.
I just
I know, I was repeating it.
I love books.
why?
All because you can learn all sorts of stuff in books.
Yeah, but you could just get like movies too.
Well, movies were really, really hard to get back in Nightfall Narrows. They only had them on the projector like once a week.
Oh, that's right. I was supposed to get VHS things for. Oh gosh. But you know what? We can deal with that later.
And it was the same 3 movies.
Yeah. So Raslin, we go to the book places, search the bookstores, the libraries, places people read, like whatever would pass as a coffee shop here. And I'm sure we find him, right? Or at least learn a little bit about the town and maybe.
I definitely think you guys, or half of us, do that, and the other half go and ask the town people.
Okay.
Because I'm way better with talking and convincing people than actually reading.
I'm not really a people person, but I also suck at reading, so you know, I'm no help here.
Does anyone here read?
I mean, Peridot just said they love books.
That's good.
Peridot and I'll go to the library.
I can.
Well, I'll try to find a happy medium.
Like a psychic?
No, like, you know, somewhere between books and people. Librarians. Right? I don't know. I could go with either team. I can read. I can talk to people.
How about you come with me, Kelly?
All right.
I'll go with the library team and I'll talk to the librarians and see if they know anything.
All right. With that, we'll go ahead and take a 15-minute break, and then we're going to come back.
Woo!
Alrighty. Hello, hello.
No.
All right, so we got teams. So, see, was it Peridot and Nayland for Team Library?
And Ace, I believe.
Oh, Ace was going library.
Yeah, I think he wanted to do research with the librarians, and Peridot and I were going to read books.
Okay, and then Lies was just going to do the streets.
Yep.
Okay. That's good. Okay, in that case, then Kelly was doing something in between.
Kelly had also said librarians. I don't know.
I think Kelly was just going to go with lies and talk to people.
Oh, okay. Said something about something between talking to people and books. I wasn't sure what she was talking about. All right. That's good. All right. Then, all right. As you proceed, asking where such a thing is, you do find, in the other center of the island, there is a grand structure that looks like has large columns and vast, what appear to be, they are flat saucers that have chains that are attached on different sides that go up, that seem to be pulled upwards to high windows of this building. Passers-by come and write things on wood, on stone, some on parchment, and they place in, it looks like they bow and say a prayer as they place their whatever they have written into one of these discs. As it is raised up by chain, people seem to receive it and move forward. Others approach through what looks like somewhat of a main entrance. There's not a single door, but many columns that lead to an inner chamber where some seem to be bringing a book which they hold with both hands and their forehead pressed against it. Then others leave with books displaying the same way.
People speak common here?
So far they have, yes.
Okay. I think this is the place.
Oh, might as well go in.
Peridot, you ready?
Yeah. Peridot's kind of just like watching what they're doing, and finds it interesting.
And there are people who are walking in empty-handed.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Great. In we go.
Well, I guess if we're concerned, before we go in, can I just like stop someone who seems like they're about to go in?
Sure.
Excuse,
It's up a passing dwarf. Oh yeah.
sorry to bother you. I was just wondering, can anyone enter? We're just washed up on shore.
I see. Oh, you smell like it. Oh,
Thank
I
you.
mean, guess smelling like you all do. Maybe fine. Yes. If you come in, as long as you have a positive offering, give in more. You must give more than you take.
What if we don't plan on taking anything out? We just want to read in the library.
You need some type of offering of knowledge.
If I do a coin trick, does that count?
Because it depends if they've seen it before.
Damn, everyone's seen that one. All right, thank you.
All right. Walking in, you can see there's a large statue of what appears to be an older man with a quill writing in a large book. There, some people seem to offer different prayers, and you see at his feet is and around is a pool of like small scrolls, and some people write something down, give it a kiss, and throw it into this pile of small scrolls. Going forward, there is a large desk where a human sits. There's a little bit of line as he's taking books. People bring books back. He marks something down. Those also are bringing books to take out. He looks and looks like they check a ledger of some kind, make a note, and they proceed. Others who approach the desk, you can see, are given a what looks like a metal bracelet and let to peruse the library.
Okay. I guess we take a scroll and write something down. Nayland will approach where it looks like people are getting their stuff from.
Okay. Sometime you'll be able to get up as this person they're in large robes. Look at you. How can I help you?
Hi. I'm interested in perusing your library. I mean, house of books. Hall of books.
Yes. Library is the right word, young one. You must be new here.
Yeah, is it obvious?
Oh, yes. You've never been to a library before?
I have been to many libraries, and I guess I've learned that they don't all work the same. I just want to be respectful.
Oh, I see. Well, this is a great one of Gillian himself, therefore. As long as you give what you take, all is good.
Okay.
So, what offering of knowledge do you bring to be offered such knowledge?
I bring knowledge of a recipe for a food called Irish soda bread.
Oh. Let's look. It's a bell 3 times. You hear another person hit a bell 3 times and 3 times. A few minutes go by. So he takes care of some other people. Another person dressed in blue robes approaches. Yes, they wish to submit a recipe of some kind. Do you know what an Irish soda bread is? No. Hmm. Tell me.
Great. I mean, Nayland knows the recipe. Robin
Yeah,
doesn't. It's it's got raisins.
You have the conversation. I kind of nod. Oh, I see. I check. I do not believe we have such a thing. A new recipe, new cuisine to all of Kryn. I begin marking it down. Very good. What name shall we put this contribution under?
Oh. Kelly.
Kelly. All right, we've added this to the account. If research is what you wish, I don't know what. In what area can we direct you as they start to take a bracelet out?
Do you have like a census here or like a roster of residents?
Public roster. Yes. We have those who have died. As far as those living, that's more would be for the governor.
Okay. Yeah, maybe actually, yeah. I'd like to take a look at like maybe eulogies that you might have saved or records. Maybe actually, do you have records of local newspapers?
Oh, you mean crier briefs? Yes. Yes, we do keep of every one of our town crier must do something. We do record it and keep it here. We can show you to that.
Great. Thank you.
Of course. Anyone going on Nealon's coattails, or are we doing something unique?
Peridot's gonna kind of like trot on up.
Nice. That's a 1.
So I don't have a copy of it with me, but I remember almost all of it. I would like to submit a story.
Oh, fiction, one of my favorites. So, something you wish to be taken down, that will lower its value, but you don't seem to have any writing utensils on you. You kind of snaps their fingers and comes here. Scribe, please take down what it is this young one has, and we'll add equivalent value to her account, please.
And Peridot does a very fabulous retelling of the Jabberwocky.
Very good. All right. A unique tale. We will credit this sum. Very good and excellent use of prose. Yes. Is there a section we can show you to?
I was hoping to look for things like local urban legends or perhaps folk tales of the area.
Oh, yes. I imagine so, with one such as your contribution. Show me where she needs to go. Of course,
Ace would do his coin trick, but while he's doing it, I would try to, like, if I have to, just let him hand check, but something and try to take something off the guy, and just toss it back to him. The form of just showing a form of misdirection.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check.
All right. 24.
24. You are able to successfully do that. They go, whoa, whoa! That is some technique. We might, here, here, take down the movements. We can add that to our gray section.
Yeah, and he just shows the guy what he's doing with his hands to get to not get noticed.
Good. That is Kelly doing anything? Or Kelly went with
Kelly
eyes. That's
provides
right. I got a
eyes.
little confused.
Yeah,
Okay,
eyes.
very cool. All right. Okay, so In that case, let's go with Nayland again. What is Nayland looking for here?
Reference to either a family name or if he's involved in any news that the Dyers had spread.
For what? I'm sorry.
Raslin's name.
A Raslin. Okay.
So if I knew his last name, then I would look for like a family name and records or of like dead people. Or if there was news that included his first name.
Okay. Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Can I don't know if this is a bad idea in the library, but sort of like when Lies and Peridot were testing it, Nayland had been reluctant to see if she could cast magic. She's worried that she can't. But I think she's gonna try. Could I try to guidance myself as I'm doing this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
What does the guidance kind of look like for Nayland?
I think what it looks like is briefly her eyes do the same movements that like one's eyes do in REM sleep, where they sort of dart around and they kind of glow a little bit with that sort of astral kind of gray white light. And then she is empowered.
Very nice. Okay, there's a little bit of a step back as your guide goes, oh my. I didn't realize you are a person of talent. I'm sorry.
To be honest with you, I wasn't sure I was one. Wow, okay, great. And you said an investigation check?
Yes.
Well, not looking good so far. Okay, 11.
11, okay. So you are able to find the full name, Raslin Major.
Okay.
And I would say with this that he once was the head of a Black Tower of High Sorcery. You see that mentioned. And then I'd say from there you aren't able to find any mention of his death.
Okay.
But you are able to get his birth as over 140 years ago.
Gotcha. Okie doke.
Okay. And then Peridot.
Peridot's going to be looking for any kind of like urban legends or folk tales that involve like appearing and disappearing doors that people have like wandered towards, kind of thing, and then like forgotten the location of, but like they knew they saw the doors, that kind of thing, or blue roses.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
$11.
Very good. All right. Looking for that in particular. You do find something about some local legends. About a place called the Eternal Garden. of individuals named Carowin and Porphyra, who were two amazing spellcasters who created a garden world within worlds, supposedly upon this island itself within a deep cave. And said to be a sanctuary for all those who seek to love forever. And then Ace.
He'd ask the guy who like took down like his trick, and be like, "Is there anyone like your boss or like someone that would know a lot I could talk to?"
I mean, I know a certain amount. I mean, what questions do you have? We can see about finding you your answers.
I was wondering if you know about a man named Razlin. Razlin?
He spits twice and turns around in a circle.
I don't know. I've just been told to ask about it. Come on, can you at least fill me in on what I'm asking about?
Sure, sorry. He's a bit of an infamous individual.
I've never heard. I don't know. I lived a very sheltered life until recently, so.
Sure.
Me.
The lawyer betrayer, lord of the blackest arts. It was said that in history, he once attempted to assist the Queen of Darkness in coming to this world, in the end betraying her. Thought to murder her once, found himself trapped in the abyss, came and educated his nephew Paladin. It said he is a carver of history, traveling to and back upon its rivers. I don't know if he truly died or still sails upon its waters.
I'm guessing most people share your apathy for him.
He did many horrible things, and then many good ones. He partnered with gods and betrayed them. I guess more we are simply scared he might show up one day.
That's understandable. Well, thank you. I have to go find two people before they go running around the town asking about him. Thank you.
Alright, Lies and Kelly.
Yep.
What would you like to get up to?
How do you want to do this, Kelly?
First, I'd like to take a bath.
Okay, you do that. I'll be out.
Where are you going?
To ask people.
Okay, I'll come with you.
Okay.
By the way, Lies, before we do this, how are you feeling now that your magic is back?
Very curious.
About Wyatt's back?
About who is giving me it.
You don't know?
Well, I think I know, but it's kind of... I'm curious.
Okay. Well, if
I
you want
think eventually we might have to sit down and I might have to try to contact him. I don't know.
Of course. Yeah, whatever you gotta do. Anyway, I'll follow your lead here.
Okay, so my lead is I don't know who. I just remember this old man that was at our school that gave our ceremony. So I was gonna pretend to be his daughter
Okay, cool.
and say that we're looking for my dad.
Yeah, that'll work.
Do the players remember meeting wrestling?
Just
I
at the
do.
ceremony.
What?
Yeah,
What-
during that whole speech thing.
Was he the one who was in the unaired pilot? Or am I thinking of someone else? I call it the unaired pilot because we never recorded the first session.
It was several sessions in.
Yeah.
He like, yeah, it wasn't while we were at school. It was while we were traveling around.
Okay, I think I remember.
Because we
Okay.
met him in a bar, didn't we?
Yeah,
Like in the tavern he came.
this was this was like after the giant
Yeah.
thing.
He's
Yeah.
the one that first explained to make
Blue
any of
Rose
your
Book.
changes
Yeah.
permanent, you have to return to the point in history in which you left.
Yep.
Cool. So yeah, you be his daughter. I'll be your friend. And we'll just improv it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What could go wrong?
Nothing actually. I can't think of anything that'll go wrong. Just remember you need to refer to him as dad.
I'm not interacting, but just Ace screaming in the distance. not in a way that would interact with it. I just meant it like in a funny way.
All right, let's go start asking people where my father wrestling is.
All right. Looking for a lost father. I just follow lies.
And Liza's gonna start heading down the street looking to see if she can find anybody looking important.
I will help you look for someone who looks important.
Okay. All right. So trying to find important people. Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Kelly, you said you're helping?
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's a 14. Hold on. That's gonna be a 17.
Okay, 17. After a little bit of time, you see where some of the more wealthy congregate away from others, and you find a woman, olive skin, in what looks like a kind of a naval military outfit, very tight and new, walking by a little bit of a cane. And black hair done up in a bun as she is strolling through. About this time, she's approached by another woman who sees her. She tries to turn away. The other one approaches her really quickly, red hair and a green dress, and slaps her across the face and spits on her shoes. She goes, "How dare you be out today?" The woman responds, "I'm glad you got out your anger, Miss Seal. But I will not allow you another strike. It's because of you. You know that. My son is gone." She goes, "It's not." And as this happens, you can see someone yells, "Do not accuse our aunt!" And what looks like, unless you can tell, members of both of these women's families begin to kind of come up into the fountain area, to this area, begin shouting at each other. Some starts to shove a bit, and there is much yelling as other residents. Some look on with sadness, others pull up with a bag of nuts and seem to be eating, enjoying the show.
This is our chance, Lies,
Our chance to what?
to
Help?
integrate.
By helping, right?
Yeah. That way they'll help us.
Okay. And Lies is going to... Sure. Lies is going to walk up and approach the two that are like kind of instigating with like what she is a premise of the guard or something. And as she does this, her hands are moving and she's going, "I think everyone just needs to take a deep breath here and start calming down." She's going to try to charm person on the two that are instigating it.
Ooh, very nice.
So that's a charisma 15.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Let me... Okay, so let's see how they do. Whew. That is a 20 and a 22.
Kelly
Well,
will
you did
try to
work.
back up by she's going to come to an area where the two factions are kind of meeting at and try her irresistible karaoke. But it is resistible. It's a wisdom save.
Okay. Is this to a larger crowd or is it just those two?
So this would be people within 30-foot radius of herself. So she's going to do this away from where Lies was, but kind of where the two factions are meeting at to try and we are the world this moment.
Okay. I've got a 16 and 9.
The 9 fails at least. The 16 meets it.
Okay, so one family is affected.
Definitely did not work.
You try to get them to sing to their enemies?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Apparently. Trying to make it a very light-hearted song too, to try and quell the anger. I mean, who wants to hit somebody who's singing, you know?
Okay. And what song are they singing?
We Are the World.
All right, just sort of looking at each other strangely as they begin to sing this. is you sing. And they all look very confused. So go, what is this? What is this? Has a hag come to our village?
Oh no.
Sorry, Kelly. And I point at Kelly and go, yes, the hag! Everyone chase her out of the village!
What?
And then I grab the lady and I go, come with me real quick.
Okay.
Lies.
Okay. Give me a dexterity saving throw as rocks come at you.
Oh God.
Alright, Kelly. I'll make it up to you later, I
Oh
swear.
no, that's a 9.
Okay, you can take 16 bludgeoning damage.
Jeez. Yeah. She. I'm not even gonna try to maintain the singing at this point. But yeah, she's bloodied.
Okay.
And she's
What
gonna
does she
try
like
to
to
run.
do?
She's gonna try to run away, and just like she is so angry at Lies right now.
Very good. Give me a stealth check.
All right. 16.
All right. So as we leave, it's definitely they're gonna chase you for about 10 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes, but you are able to successfully dodge them in an alley. And as Lies runs away, the women, our research is finished, and Kelly is bleeding. We will end for tonight.
My God.